Rightio, tubers, I thought I would go live after Jehu's epic live feed. I don't know how he does it for so long, but anyway, I'm here. If you're here later, questions below, works the same way. I'm only here for 1 hour, so at 4:17, I am out of here. Typical wife, family, kids. Let's do this. Right, I've even got my chat ready this time, so that's professional. They have a new layout, and I don't have light. There we go. Now I got light. I want to make this about the newer sort of people that have joined the channel and stuff like that, and got silly questions they've been wanting to ask but haven't. So anybody that gives them shit will get kicked out of this chat today, unfortunately, because this is for the newbies. So hurry up, my power bank is running out. My batteries have been full since 10 o'clock this morning. I've been washing all day long just to try and chew up some electricity. Rightio. Who's out there? Where are you from? Are you new? Are you old? Actually, there's already a couple of old faces there I can see. Why am I so washed out? Why do not I have not color in my face? Where's the webcam controller? That sounds awesome. Let's try using that and see if we can't. Webcam, autofocus. I think autofocus is actually a bad thing. I'm both. New and old? That's weird. What does right light do? Right sound? That doesn't even look like it's any better. Okay, that's with right light. And that's without right light. Right light. Like, this is stupid. Webcam. Follow my face. No, we don't want that. White balance. Auto. I look sick. Restore to defaults. There we go. Gain. What's the gain do? I'm just going to leave it alone. Restore to defaults. Yes. Right. We're just going to have to leave it. It is good enough. Rightio, so whereabouts you all from? New to the chats, but I'm 30 minutes so old. But I'm 30 so old. Pixar, thanks for joining me from Jehu's stream. That was a marathon effort on Jehu's behalf. My God, his throat must be caning right now. That was huge. Paul Shepherd, hey Pete, new to YouTube chat. Welcome. Looks fine. I look like I got a tan, but really I'm this serious white fella. I really should have got more water, but Jehu took so long to finish. I'd finished my water. Off-grid prepper, oi, Peter. There's a few of them over there from Jehu's chat. I don't think I'm going to maintain 220 people in this chat room somehow. But let's get on it. Let's see what we can do. I should invite some people or post this somewhere. Nah. Hey, HB, is a 5,018 sys50 Powerwall a huge setup, and how much would it cost to complete? Thank you. I don't know. Are you using new cells? Are you using old cells? Are you paying too much for new cells? Are you not paying enough for old cells? Too many questions and not enough answers. I did it for what? I did 4,480, and that cost me $10,000. And that includes all these cells here that I haven't actually put in yet. So there'd be another $100 in parts to put them in. So maybe around 10,000 bucks. Depends on what you've already got, and whether you're willing to wait and wait for solar panels and things like that. It does look like fake tan. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's all my celebrity. Maybe I just need to replace my lights and my Jehu light. Not my lights. Jeez, I'm so tired. Last night I sat up for so long answering questions and stuff. You look like a normal Aussie to me. Define normal in 20 words or less. Dave Hansen, Bendigo, Victoria, Australia. Do you class yourself as a safe max and minimum charge of for a healthy lifespan. Well, the old interweb says the less you cycle it, the longer it lasts. And they reckon, what is it, in between 3.5 volts and 3.9 volts or something? That small window is supposed to be the safe window. I go from about 3.9 volts to 4.1 volts, usually, I guess, or somewhere around there. It changes. Tristan, Sydney, and rewrapping cells while watching you. That sounds like a good thing to be doing. Off-grid prepper. Okay, Pete, let's shoot the shit. Why the hell not? But if you've got a copycat, Jehu's in the house. Hey, I was trying to steal some of your subscribers, but hey, I got 30 people. But that's fine. At least I can keep up with the chat. Batteries hard to find. Yeah, they're hard to find good ones. There's plenty out there, but you really got to look. Your Average Joe did a really good video on how to find cheap or free cells the other day on his channel. That's pretty awesome. Using Google Maps and stuff like that, finding computer repairers and recyclers and stuff like that, and just ringing them all up, is a brilliant video. Your Average Joe, I think, one word, on YouTube. Dan, I'm using 40 kilowatt hours a day. 10K is a lot. 10K is an awful lot of money, but if you do what I did and did it over, what, 15 or 16 months or something, it's actually doable. I say when I was broke every week building it. Doable. Yeah, that's the truth. Pete, would you prefer 100% questions, or I can be different and give you banter throughout the live chat? Yeah, just randomly say boobs. That's fine. Watching the Mighty Car Mods channel, so same shade of Aussie. The Mighty Car Mods, they are just champions among champions. Their shit is next level. Their video editing, everything is just awesome. Love them. Is there any way I can use the power from my wife's first Master 500 to recharge my Powerwall? My wife's Fistmaster 500 to charge my Powerwall. I think that's actually a little bit derogatory, yet extremely funny, I think. And I'll just go LOL and a thumbs up. In other words, give you some Aussie stick, mate. That's kind of odd. What do you think about the haters in the public? The haters are part of this community, unfortunately. You can't please everybody. And a lot of the haters are talking about other projects and not mine, or all the projects in general, and haven't actually seen all mine. So I've got some really, really good help with people with hate and stuff like that. People give me a lot of guidance and help me out. So I appreciate those people, some of those people in the chat room now. But you don't let the hate get to you. You move forward and you use the hate to be better. So it's all a win. It really is. I'm Mexican. All Aussies look the same to me. Average Joe. There we go. How long will that wall last? That one there? That's going to last an awfully long time because it's not doing anything. Hopefully a couple of years, I guess. I think a few people have asked me that question, and we've come to the realization that my wall's upgradable and changeable and configurable and manageable. So it's going to last a few years because I can change out faulty cells, and obviously with my Batrium software, I can see at a glance that it's not working or it is working. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully it'll last forever. MCM rocks. You know, Chicos are once in a while. Do you know? Okay, so that Chico roll sequence, that took a long time. I reckon we were inside for about half an hour or more. But we run the dishwasher. No, what do we do? Run the microwave and the deep fryer at the same time, and it didn't click over. So we're pulling 4,000 watts from the batteries. Oh, what's that? 80 amps or something from the batteries. That was a really good test, actually. They got so much footage they didn't use, but I tell you what, I was so impressed with the editing. I think it's just great. Absolutely great. I'm waiting for someone to walk up here, but I must have heard something wrong. NKG, hello, HBPowerwall. Been watching your channel for a long time. It's hard to find batteries here to build a pack here. Where do you get your controller and temperature sensors? It is a Batrium BMS. So HTTP, no, click the little say something, HTTP, batrium.com is my BMS, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, so that the Batrium BMS has got the long ones. Where's my little tester thing? Hey, look. So, Cell 5 is actually famous. It's been on television. So Cell 5, I don't think we're ever gonna. I think that's actually gonna have to be in every single video until I actually test it. So these are the long ones, and they have got a temperature sensor at the bottom and a temperature sensor at the top. Well, it depends on which way you put it. So that's the resistor end, and that's the business end. So two temperature sensors in each. So there's 8 temperature sensors on that one little board. So that's very good for monitoring temperature. Oh dear, from one live stream to another. Testing your construction skills. I got my kids out here to help. And I'm still not through the box. I've still got, Jesus. I still got a quarter of a box left. And that tested my lifty uppy skills. So I want to actually, if I can, I want to do this entire wall, the whole thing. Never touch your camera in a live feed. I want to do the whole thing with batteries from basically from here all the way up. So I've probably got enough cells to do a quarter of it at the moment. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So there's yeah, there's about 2,500, 3,000 cells just in that wall there. So there's a lot. But to be honest, they are all, like, there are a lot of them. Anything green, so anything green here is a good cell, and all the blue are all 2,200 and above. So that'll all be used again, but everything else there is a dodgy cell, and it's fake. It's just there so it looks good. That's all it is. What do we got? Die Hard, mate. I rarely see. Do you have any more projects starting soon? Not so much projects, but it is coming into summer. So I got, well, it's autumn, but I guess that's sort of closer to summer than winter is. I got these the other day, so I got some nice big drill bits I had to buy. So I'll be doing all my fans and stuff sometime soon. So the cooling of the shed through the Batrium, I will be starting soon. I haven't done anything with that. I know I should, and I've got other testing videos in production, but because the film crew was here on, was it Wednesday? Yeah, the film crew was here on Wednesday, so I had a whole set up here with doing a movie and stuff. So the movie, I'm just going to keep using the movie, and then just let everybody know that the second half of it's all different because, well, I had to pull everything apart so I could make that look TV-y, I guess you'd say. So, yeah. Didn't expect future solar. So I have a question. What's a great voltage amp hour for a power drill? I don't know. It depends what voltage the motor is, I guess. Sorry, I don't know those sorts of questions, sorry. Man, when you have a wife and kid, you don't sleep anymore. Where am I gone? I just completely lost where I was up to. I cannot compete with the editing skills of YouTubers today like Average Joe. It's a task and I don't have patience for it. I don't even have the patience for it. But I'll tell you what, Average Joe has got something. I said to Joe the other day, and I said to him that in 12 months he'll have more subscribers than I will and have a much, much bigger channel. And I firmly believe that kid's got some skills. And he's got a presence about him too with his videos and the way he communicates with the camera and stuff. It's pretty cool. And he wears an awesome shirt. What's with that? Kids must help with his opposites. How much weight can that wall hold? I have absolutely no idea, but let me test that. It's called slave labor. That's fine. Slave labor, as long as you pay them, it's no longer a slave. I went through your old videos and saw your kids' solar panel. I have to say it made me smile. Great WA. Yeah, the problem is with that little project I did with my son, it's one of those projects that happens with all kids that lasted 2 minutes. Oh, it's all working. That's it. And they went inside and played. They didn't care about it anymore. It didn't do anything. It just sat there. So it was fun doing it still, but paste in IRC channel. Who the heck still uses IRC? I certainly haven't used IRC in 10 years. Looks like you could use a pixel mural there. I'm definitely going to do something, but I think you need talent. And talent is something I lack for that sort of thing. 1850 IRC channel on freenode.org. What's up, Hollywood? Hey, there's the Average Joe. There you go. There we go. He's got the skills. Go and check out his video on how to find cells. If you need to know, Average Joe's your man. Limit how many videos I can upload due to crap internet, so not worth buying editing software, proper camera, microphone. Yeah, I don't even have a proper microphone. I've got literally my camera. I did buy one, like an eBay one for my phone, but geez, I'll tell you what, syncing up 2 cameras and stuff is just, it's hell. I'm not doing 2 cameras again. It just, everyone knows my video editing skills and they're pretty average unless I put 3 weeks worth of work into it. So we've started an IRC chat room for those who are interested. There are so many people that have tried to do chat rooms for this sort of thing. And it only lasts a day. And I can't even join in, sorry guys. There's so many places I have to sort of stick my neck into lately. Michigan, USA, keep up the great work of being amazing influence. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Want to see the customers. Yeah, got to sort the cooling before summer. It's going to be horrible this summer. But they reckon it's also going to be wet. Tom Amarin, I've got his email address and stuff, but every time I email Tom, it bounces. So I don't know what's going on there because he contacted me a little while ago. But I have some contacts that can import stuff from the USA. I haven't talked to them about it yet, but I dare say that if there was something in it for them, they'd dare say sort of try and help out. So if Tom can get a hold of me or I can get a hold of Tom, I will definitely do something for the Aussies out there. And talking about Aussies out there, I reckon there's a few people in the room that are new. So if you're new, drop a little message. Where are you from? How did you find us? How did you find our community? I'm doing research on how to fix power drill batteries in my town. There's lots of construction on demand. What you'll recommend? Angel Lopez, no idea. Never fixed a drill. Average Joe is funny. Absolutely. He's a top bloke too. No, I don't. I don't have kids, but I would be mental if I did because no sleep makes me a zombie. I haven't had much sleep lately. Too much media stuff. How do you get comfortable on one of these seats? I do my best videos with no sleep. I don't know how you get it done, man, with a full-time job. I don't even have a full-time job, but I spend so much time talking to people in a day. It really chews up billable hours, I promise you. PC to upload the videos to YouTube channel. I'm about to start. I've been grid zero for the past 1.5 years, full solar. Oh, cool. 4 people in IRC at the moment. Woohoo, new record. Talking about records, the forum's absolutely smashing it. I looked at my statistics for the forum and it said 400,000 page views last month. That's 4 with lots of zeros for those who can't do maths. And then my web guy, Mike, come along and said, that's a fake number. You don't even look at that because that's all search engines and all this sort of stuff. And Mike, why couldn't you just let me have this one? 400,000 is a nice round number. Actually, once this is all finished, I'll post it on the forum on my official thread. I'll cut and paste it. I thought that was cool. But today on the forum, actually, I had a look before. Today on the forum has been going mental. Yesterday on the forum went mental. There has been 20,000 page views on the forum today. And 31,000, oh no, sorry. And 27,000 pages yesterday. Joe has talent. So if you've got videos and stuff like that, a good place to share them would be on the forum so you can get them out there a bit faster or a bit to a broader reach of people. After watching you and Jehu Garcia, I'm building HBPowerwall. Good on you, man. Make sure you get on there and yeah, load up those videos. We'll all watch them. Average Joe, you always get a plug. Actually, this is going to save me a lot of effort. There you go, Average Joe. Now you can put links in. I made you a moderator. I don't know why I haven't made you a moderator before. You're in a lot of my chats. Being a moderator just means you can add links to your own stuff and whatever else, so everyone can understand what's happening and going on within our community, and I don't have to take any time to type. Peter has kids. I'm surprised he is here. I have 4 kids, and I'm about to have a grandchild, and that is going to be very cool, I promise you. I'm so excited. Speak of the devil, he turns up. I swear the R and IC is rusted. We can keep the IRC 24/7. Yeah, fair call, yeah. Paste links and personal messages in the list of future goes on. Oh, I am far behind. Rusty chat. Care to share US Station 24? Care to share us US contacts with me? Station 24, is that for Tom? Or importing? Oh, I think that might be importing stuff. No, not until I go out there and talk to them. I would like to talk to them. I don't want anything from it, but you know, they're a good company and stuff like that. So maybe they might be able to do something, maybe help out. They understand it and stuff like that. So Peter, do you remember where I'm from? Off-grid Aussie prepper. No, of course I do not. I have a horrible memory and I can't do maths. Not new, but lurking in Cairns. Hi from Cairns. Ice Pipe, welcome and thank you very much, Boston. G'day, mate. Thank you very much for doing this. Future Solar. Is there a solar panel you recommend on a low budget? Yes, a second-hand cheap one. All of my solar panels are second-hand off Gumtree, which is like the American equivalent of, is it Craigslist or something like that? Or the Australian equivalent of American's Craigslist. Gumtree, eBay, the trading post, places like that. Anywhere you can buy stuff. I just search as many times as I can in a day so I can pick up a bunch of stuff, as much as possible cheap. I've tried to remain true with doing these projects and not actually just go out and spend heaps and heaps and heaps of money. But it's come to the stage now where I actually want to upgrade my inverter. And I'm looking at getting a second PIP 2424HS, I hope. The problem is finding one because they're sort of a little bit of an older model now, but I want to make sure I can run 2 inverters together. But that'll be a little bit of time away because I also want to do the shipping container idea that I've been talking about a lot lately. But the Australian standards that were going to get pushed through didn't get pushed through, so I'm gonna have to buy my time, because I think what'll happen is when the new Australian standards come out, I believe all my stuff is fine at the moment, standards wise. But when the new one comes out, it's going to get a lot stricter. So I really want to action that as fast as I possibly can. So I want to position myself to jump all over that. So I bring it up to compliance. Whether I have to or not, I don't know. But I want to bring it up to next level. So we'll see what happens with that. And I don't know how long that's going to take. High current bursts. Yes, drill batteries are definitely for the high current. Great for high output. I reckon if you're going to build a car, you do a whole heap of drill batteries sort of close to the motor, like on shorter leads, and then do like these batteries further away from the motor, and that would give you that little extra amp draw from the cells. I found the community seeing if anybody did anything with 18650s. Yeah, a few of us do stuff with Brian. Brian, welcome. Yeah, we do a little bit of stuff with 18650s. Dave, power tools are usually way under 2000 milliamp hours. Just think they're about high delivering height. Yes, absolutely, I agree. I haven't done a lot with power tool batteries, but I have tested quite a few cells. Average Joe sweet, Aussie Prepper sweet, nice blue Spanish. Well said. I've got a lot of moderators because it helps just deal with stuff. It works. For other US exporters, yay, little blue wrench. Pete, why don't you make usual videos anymore? Because I don't have time. I've got 2 videos in production at the moment, and look, if I sat down, I could probably beat it out in the next hour. But I've got to get back to doing the videos that I was doing, where it was less editing and more me. I like the edited videos. I think they're awesome, but it's just the time, and I'm not good at it. I am not good at editing videos. But I've just bought a new computer. I bought a faster computer, so hopefully that's going to help a lot in the coming months. So X grid tie panels. Yep, that's yeah. One's at Solar Spark is takeoff, because Pete's not usually. Did you do the democratization of energy, Peter? Oh, absolutely. Of course I did, Jehu. And there's many other reasons why I did that. To be completely fair, by the time of that part of that interview, I was so tired. I was so impressed by the levels of energy of the guys there and what they were doing, and their focus, their absolute laser focus. I don't have that focus when they were filming, and they knew what they're doing, and they were, you know, coaxing me and pushing me in the right direction, and I was tired. But I tell you what, I think they did an awesome job of editing that video. I've watched it like 10 times. Alex, I have acute insomnia here, so I need to get one of them nice 1850 t-shirts. Point me in the right direction. 1850 t-shirts. They are that one, they are that one, and they are right click, they are copy. Oh, that was quick. There you go. Spring tees. That's not this one. This one is from, who's this one from? Oh God, now I've gone. Who is it in Nerdville? I had his real name in my head, and I can't say his real name on camera, so I had to get the Nerdville name. And who is it in Over the Ditch? Done these ones. This is an old one. This is a very old one, but it's extremely comfortable. Hi from Argentina. If I sat down, I could beat it out. Wow, it takes you 1 hour to beat it out. Okay, we're going to move on now. Oh my God, my wife is cooking roast pork, and I just smelt it, and it smells amazing. Roast pork for dinner. potatoes, peas, pumpkin, onion, and like this cheesy gravy like you've never eaten before. And I can't wait. On fresh bread, none less. You sort of squish it all into a piece of bread and eat it like a sandwich. It's a good gear, I promise you. I haven't eaten on camera for a while. What's the deal with that? Yes, you make a good video no matter what, editing and all. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the... Paul Kennett by 3. Thank you. Yes, Paul Kennett did these T-shirts. I actually have all the designs for these T-shirts on my computer, and he said I could put them up on my thing, but I don't think that's fair. I am renting and want to build a solar rig and take with me if and when I move. I was thinking about building in the server rack for portability. Any recommendations on gear to get on a budget? Get like we said before. I thought you were vegan. Jehu, are you getting tired after your live feed? No, I like meat. And I like it half cooked a lot of the time. So go figure. You want to build a rig, start small, build something small that you can charge quickly, and or do one of the, if you've got, have you got one of those like off-peak tariffs when you can load shift? So instead of having solar panels, charge throughout the night or something and use it again during the day or in the peak times. Maybe that's an option. Aussie Off-Grid Predator, I'm on my way, Pete. I am 15 hours up the road from you. I'll see you when you're here, I guess. I'll probably be long asleep or still asleep. Is it warming up there yet? Yes, it's actually very, very nice. My kids were running around the backyard today playing with muddy water. It was more water than mud, but geez, it went everywhere. So yes, it's warming up nicely. Can I give you the link to what I was talking about? Absolutely, I can. All I've got to do is
more water than mud, but geez,
not that one. Oh, and in other news, because like nobody's really talking about 8650s, I get fast internet in 2 days' time. Well, it bloody better be fast, but it's in 2 days' time. So I am really, really looking forward to that. There we go. There's the link. So if I get that and click on that and click on that and then minimize that and Control V that and enter that, that is what we were talking about. Who vegan? I kick Peter out of it. True Aussies eat meat. I only eat animals that are vegan. Oh, well said. Not that there's anything wrong with vegans. Come on, let's be nice to all the vegans out there. I'm so hungry I could eat the crotch over low-flying duck. That is just gigabit. No, it's not gigabit. I said good. I didn't say excellent. So at the moment, I've got like 2.5 megabits per second. Megabytes per second. No, megabits per second. And I go to 40 megabits per second up. The same down, but up is faster. So hopefully my live feeds are going to get better. I can use OBS rather than live, Hangouts, and get a little bit more interaction happening. So it's 100 down, 40 up. That's on a perfect situation, but we'll see how perfect goes. I think it'll be cool to see. Well, it went through last summer and it worked fine. It did get some very hot days though, so I want to try and address that. One of the big things is actually keeping the top of the shed the same temperature as the bottom of the shed. So I got to put fans in there to actually circulate the air, not actually cool the shed down, but to keep the same temperature, a consistent temperature throughout the entire shed. So that's going to be an important thing I want to try and do this year. And of course, the Batrium software will the Batrium hardware will do all that automatically with the solenoids built in. Ice Pipe, we'll see if the NBN is faster for you. Yes, hopefully it is. Is it weird now that every time I see a car drive slowly up the street, I think someone's stalking me after last night? I don't think that's weird. I'm sure someone was out there last night driving backwards and forwards. What do you got? And will be fast food, including the good thing about it is I'm the closest person in the street to the node. I have HCF, so I don't have fiber to the premises, which is a pity, but I still have HCF. The drawback is I do have a school across the road, so out of school hours, I think it's going to be awesome. I got 140. It's never near that. As long as I don't care if it's not 40 up is awesome. Even if I get 5 or 10 or 15 up, I'll be very very happy. Hangout's a lot of fun. I enjoy this sort of thing. So yes, I get 60 down and 10 up. I get 100 down. What do I get? 100 down and 2.5 up at the moment. NBN, don't hold your breath. I work for an ISP, and there are serious issues with the NBN network. NBN Co seriously under provisions their networks. My previous peak. I think NBN on the 9th of this month are updating the exchange around the corner as well from me. So that's probably going to add a whole heap more problems. 40/30 is still good, man. You can still operate on that. The download speed doesn't really matter, I don't think. I mean, most hosting sites don't offer the download speed anyway. Unless I download off Mike's server, and it's just ridiculous. It's awesome. I downloaded a CD, like my Power Director CD from Mike, because it was faster to get it, in like 5 minutes or something, and it was like 4.5 gig. It was probably less than that, but you know. Airlie Beach is around the corner. Yeah, Airlie Beach is a bloody lovely place. Fiber to the node cabinets have 1 gigabit backbone link. Yeah, for up to 200 users. Yeah, there's a lot more than 200 users in Forest Lake. 700 meters away from the node, getting 20. I think I'm probably, and I'm looking at how the cable runs up the street. So there's 20 meters, 40 meters. I'm probably under 200 meters away from the node. Everyone will be able to find out where I am now. They'll just do the node lotto thing. DIY Tech and Repairs is in the house. Welcome, sir. Did you have the BMS set up last summer, though? No. The BMS is only in the last couple of months. And no, last summer, no. I was literally putting fans and stuff inside the shed last summer. But it wasn't because they needed fans. It was because I was worried about heat and stuff like that. What happened last night? Oh, with the thing releasing, the video releasing, Jehu. I literally the article finished, and I got about 35 text messages within 10 seconds. And then everyone just started calling me so much that my iPhone actually, it just stopped working. So I ended up having to turn it off and turn it back on again to get it to work. And I've never had that before in my life. But it was pretty cool. Felt good. I'm an ex-Brownie Knight. What's that? Bowenite. Oh, Bowenite. So I'm guessing that's in Bowen. I live in Dominican Republic. I'm broke, but can see the value of both your videos and Jehu. I hope someday. That's the really good thing about what we're all doing here. It's horribly scalable, Afrodo. You don't have to have money to do these projects. You can find laptop batteries, and instead of using thousands, you use 50. It depends on your you better be ordering a bloody BMS, Jehu. You converted. You're one of us now, brother. So yeah, they're scalable projects. You don't need to go big. You can run it. It depends on. But is it conservation is cheaper than creation? So it's cheaper to conserve energy than create energy. So build it for your needs. You know, if it's lights, if it's a water pump, if it's, you know, something like that, that's all you need. I need Node Lotto. The game is done. Game is rigged. Yes. From Houston, got my head above water now. Glad to see you. Thank you, Randy. Thank you for joining. I hope that the water wasn't too bad in your area, buddy. What were you thinking to do with the container? So the container, I would like to do a 10-foot shipping container, and being able to do are two different things, obviously, but I've really got it in my mind that I want to do it. So 10-foot shipping container with 30 kilowatt hours on either wall, and at the end, like, you know, the big doors. So at the end, I want to have a PIP inverter there, or a inverter, and another one there, and then my little PCM60X charge controller from MPP Solar in the middle. And then have all the cables perfectly level, everything the same length, because one of the things I suffer with at the moment now is my cable lengths are all different lengths. So really desperately want to do that. I've got this picture in my head on how the shipping container is going to look, and I've said it in a few other live feeds. The shipping container is fire safe. I mean, all the fire crews and stuff like that train inside of shipping containers. So that's going to bring the level of safety up. I'm still going to line it with some sort of fireproof timber or something like that, because I have to be able to mount the stuff to the wall somehow. And I don't want to put any holes in the walls themselves. So I think I'm going to probably liquid nails, some sort of fireboard or fibrous cement or something like that to the walls with some insulation underneath it. And then just make it all look mint. So that's why, what do we got? Do with the container. There we go. My place is getting, hope the curb is in front of my place. Oh, I love fiber to the node. For FTTC, well, what's the seat then? Sorry, I think I've got them all confused up. That's why I think it'd be cool to see the Powerwall works this summer with the BMS. It will be nice to see if you get more power out of it. I genuinely think I get less power out of it in summer, but that doesn't really matter because I get so much solar. It really doesn't matter at all. It has no bearing, I don't think. And what, last summer I only had 20 kilowatt hours, I think. Won't be until 2019. I guess no one cares about me. No one texts me after I'm on TV. This is my first time, Jehu, and it was kind of cool. I really felt everyone made me feel real good about it, except the haters, and they're there and it's part of it. So BMS rocks. Jehu, you're on TV big time. I've never seen you on TV, Jehu. No one calls me but spammers. I love spammers. You guys have perverted me. You're going to take a BMS now, man. I'll help you set it up. We'll do something. Water pump, we need them. Oh, there we go. Oh, water pump because you're in where Houston, is it? There's nothing wrong with going BMS, Jehu. It's all part of. I was with you. I said I don't need a BMS. I don't need a BMS. I don't need a BMS. But it comes down to the fact that if you don't want to, if you want to make it less managed, BMS is a good thing, especially if you go one of these ones. And I can't wait to see the BMS on your channel. Holy shit! Can you imagine Jaren's poor website? I think it's going to die. The government policies are very taxing, especially with tech stuff. Don't care about recycling or anything. Oh, that's disappointing, man. Recycling's really becoming, like, I didn't start my project with any thought of recycling. It wasn't about being green or anything like that. I'm not going to bullshit in order to get, you know, people to put a little heart next to my name. But you know what? The environment was definitely a beneficiary to our community. Absolutely. It is benefiting no end. If nothing else, at least we're sorting the stuff out before we give it back to the recycle centers, so it's even cheaper to recycle. Of course, Jehu, that's our job. 5 foot in the house. Need to think about scaffold and mount my system. Oh wow. 5 foot of water, dude. I hope the water was your biggest problem, man. I really do. Yeah. How about aircrete for the insulation? It's waterproof and it's also very light. Is it structural? Can I screw something into it and hang? insert mathematics here. Can I like hang something from it? Fiber to the curb. Oh, okay. Blasted. Randy, love your videos. Thank you very much. Run Unistrat floor to ceiling bolt through the walls. Attach your battery packs to a pair of struts. Okay, Unistrut. Pen. Now this is a part I really like about doing these live feeds and stuff. I get heaps of good ideas, or you know, things that I didn't otherwise know. Unistrut. Right, that's my first note of the day. Okay, guys, I've got about 15 minutes left, and then I've got to run. If you've got questions, smash them in there. I might do another live feed tomorrow. I don't know. If I don't feel like, I know, I'm going to edit tomorrow. I'm going to edit tomorrow, and I'm going to do it. Already sent 2,000 clicks today. I'll verify that in a minute. Jehu videos are art Hollywood style. Yes. Everyone's got their own style, though. Everyone's got their own way of doing videos. That's like their kind of thing. Aircrete has the consistency similar to wood. You can shape it with a saw. Okay. Aircrete. I'll have a look. I really like the idea of doing my shipping container with fire retardant timber. So it's only got to be 1 hour fire retardant or something. And actually, or whatever, it doesn't matter what it is, but actually doing it all a nice bright white. So I can actually do live feeds and stuff in there and stuff. Or maybe have like a webcam in there permanently so I can just log in wherever I am and have a look, an IP camera or something. Where do you suggest I get my introduction to the Powerwall concept beside your own videos? Well, type in DIY Powerwalls into YouTube and have a look at everyone's videos. It's not just about my videos, it's about the community's videos. Obviously, the forum and Facebook also helps too for general questions. And the more sources for information you get, the better decision you can make, and then you can move forward from there. Because not everybody shares the same opinion with this sort of thing, and not everybody is doing it right, I guess, including myself maybe. I hope that answers that question. I just want to, just watching on the ABC now, I have no chance of getting sales in Kosovo. It was a good video. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. I should actually ring Andy and congratulate him and thank him for all the effort that he put in. And he spent a lot of hours traveling that day to come up and see me. So he traveled up in the morning, left home very early in the morning, and then got home very late at night. So it would have been a big day for him. I will put the batteries near the back of the container, near the door. Actually, no. I want the pips at the back simply for aesthetic reasons, because I want to be able to look. I want it to look good on camera. Is that vain? I think it is, but that's why. That's the reason why I want to be able to do it that way. I want it to walk in, and I want it to look symmetrical and neat. Jehu's 1,000 miles. DIY tech and repairs, but you crank out the videos. It's awesome. Daniel, DIY tech and repairs. Also a moderator on the forum. So if you need help on the forum, he can hook you up there as well. What does the wife and kids think about all this? Look, the kids, my older kids, they don't really care about the project, so to speak, but they're used to like paying attention to what electricity they're using these days. But then again, neither of my two older daughters live here anymore, so I think they like the project and stuff like that. Wife, I spend way too much time talking to people on the old interwebs. In bed at night on my phone. I don't sleep very regularly, so I can oftentimes sit in bed for 6 hours in a night just messaging with people and catching up and finding out what's going on in the world. So Yankee 4, my vids suck with solar, so I keep posting. You got to keep posting. YouTube likes you to keep posting. You could switch to a shelf system, then you can get a couple of megawatts in the container. A couple of people suggested actually making walls out from one side so I can just rack and stack them. But look, 60 kilowatt hours, that's me done. I don't think I'm going to go bigger than that. mainly because I can't be bothered doing any more soldering. That's what's holding me putting this back, other than space, is getting the soldering done. I've got all the long mons and everything for it. I can just whack it all in there. I can go huge with my Batrium stuff, but it's just going to come with time. Question: if I build a power supply providing 4.1, can I forget about the currents and proper lightness for lithium-ion charge batteries? I'm not even going to answer that question, man. You need to ask a professional, not Pete. And Pete learns everything he learns on the internet. Maybe Jehu can answer a question like that. He's good with questions like that, but I don't like getting into things like that because I've never done it myself and I don't understand it. I won't pretend to understand it. I'm in the process of building a portable 24-volt 3-coil center with 850. I'm going to run it in 58p 7S. A good BMS. Well, a good BMS. Come on, I'm a little bit biased there, aren't I? Batrium BMS all day long. Thank you very much. But it depends on your budget. I mean, if you haven't got that sort of budget, it's a small pack. You might be able to get away with one of these little cheap BS ones off eBay. And I call them BS because they're battery systems, but they're not management. So the M has got to be missing. Randy Simpson, we need baby stuff, wipes and formula. Unfortunately, I think I'm too far away to help, bud. Otherwise, I'd absolutely be all over that if I was in the States. I was wondering, does your BMS has an API? No, there's no API for it. No, it's one man that does everything with that BMS, and it's all his. Integrate deployment of the system into a bigger monitoring system, maybe even create open source database. No, there's no open source for the actual Batrium BMS. Like I said, it's a one-man team, and yeah, it's all his stuff, and it's what he does, I guess, for a living. I'm working on my pip and Pi setup. Yes, you can get the expansion board which communicates to it and stuff like that, and do stuff with that. Sorry, I did forget about the expansion board, even though I've got one down there. Daniel, what's the expansion board called? Is it called an expansion board? The one I got plugged into USB in my pip. I can't remember. Anyway, there you go. I'm a good ambassador for Batrium products. I keep forgetting the names of shit. I haven't even got it plugged in so I can have a look at it because I'm 3D printing and I need the USB cable, not the network cable-y thing. I haven't even checked it in days. Isn't that terrible? This is never going to work because I got an Ethernet over power thing behind my computer. There we go. There we go. Now my Batrium stuff will be working again. Connect. No, remote desktop isn't kicking in yet. I'll probably get an IP address. Oh, there we go. Just logged in. Question if BMS and a charge controller. Okay, so charge controller. Are you planning on charging it with solar panels or from the grid? API. Working on my pip and Pi setup. I'm gonna steal the shipping container. That might be a little bit hard to throw into your carry-on luggage. Oh God, I've lost where I am. It cannot give much current and it should shut off when reach a certain current charging. Yep. Okay. What did I miss? Was someone filming and were you on TV? Yes, off-grid prepper. I was on TV. There's the link. Oh, Average Joe's already done it. He's all over it. Yes, DIY Tech and Repairs has done a lot of stuff with the Batrium stuff already. Some very clever stuff. Certainly stuff I cannot do. Again, I'm using a Pi to run my well, it's not my 3D printer. I borrowed it, and I don't even know how to do anything with it. I use the web interface and that's it. He set it all up and I just log in and it works. Where am I up to? I want a shipping container full of 1850s. On it. The reason I said equipment near the door was for safety reasons. What's up, big boss?
Got a problem with my computer.
What's up? Come here. Problem with his computer. What's up, man?
And I'm using the mouse. It won't. The thing won't show up.
Just settle down. Okay. So when you move the mouse, you haven't got the cursor on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Have you tried turning it on and then off again? Or off, then on again? Settle down. Think about what you're saying, because I can hear you're upset.
The mouse won't turn off.
Yeah.
But can look.
No. I need you to settle down. Think about the problem. Okay, so the mouse isn't working.
Yes.
Okay, now go and press the power button once, and then wait for the computer to turn off, and then turn it back on again, and see what happens.
But the cursor's not there.
No. I mean, you remember when you were out in the shed, and when you turn your computer off, you just hit the power button?
Yeah.
But now you use the mouse, don't you?
Yeah.
Go back to using the power button again. Do you understand?
Nope.
Okay.
But if that doesn't work, I'll contact you.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, we'll come and sort it out, okay?
Yep.
I'll get a new mouse out and bring it in. Sorry, guys, you've got to deal with that sort of stuff. He is 13 years old, and he's got a few learning disabilities, so his computer is his world. So he gets very upset when he loses it. So I may have to go and deal with that, because he's way more important. Low cell voltage. No, if you give 1,000 amps, your battery will not. 300 amp hour cell. Tony, I'm going to try and crank through this. We need you to live feed to give us a trifecta. Joe, get on it, buddy. You've been called out. Been making videos for 7 years. I love solar, so keep posting videos. I watch a lot of. I don't watch all of yours anymore because I'm time poor, Yankee 4, but they are definitely on my list to watch. Please let me reverse engineer Batrium. Yeah. Why would you, considering the effort that he's put in? I would, but I got to get some sleep for an early drive. Average Joe is out. He's not doing a live feed. Where's regular Joe from? I don't know. I don't even know where he's from. Where are we going? I'm about 5 pages behind. Fantastic. I'm just gonna rip through. Outrank you in the burp, and I thought meaningless. Morty, a house is going, might change it. When your house is going away, 800-year flood. Oh, that's crazy. Night, bro. Thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in, Randy. People have managed to steal shipping. Who would steal a shipping container? And you'd have to get caught doing it. Kiss your kids and hug your wife. That's what you always got to do. Joe, where are you from? I guess you've already probably answered that. Unplug the mouse and replug it. It's almost brand new computer, so it shouldn't be a problem other than crashing. I checked. My house is above any possible global warming sea level. So is mine, well above it. I am still using lead batteries. 6. Happy to have solar. You guys are completely off grid, though. I think IT guys rock, don't they? I'll fix it later. No, I can't fix it later. I've got to fix it straight away. But he hasn't come back out. And he's still sitting at his computer, and it only takes 30 seconds to reboot, so it should be fine. Anyway, guys, I am going to catch up with this chat. I know I've got 50 people in the room, which is like more than I usually have, so thanks for that. But I am going to just quickly rip through, see if I've got anything here, and then I'm going to run away and just go and check on him and make sure he's okay. Is it plugged in? No, it's not. Do it, Joe. Poor Joe. The pressure, essentially. Is anything for you? I mean, the business, though, more lending a hand. Watch. I have introduced the kind there is work. I don't know. It's my time. Okay. Okay, mate. Okay, guys, I am going to disappear. I'm going to get out of here. See this sun? See this bright light that is just in my face right now? You can see the shadow behind me. That's a solar panel from my neighbor's house across the road. Every time this time of year, it just absolutely smashes inside of this shed. It's terrible. It's only there for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then it's gone again as the sun comes over. But every time I look at the damn thing, I can't see the screen. Rightio. Process one. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks very much, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.